Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna see about data manipulation technique using dplyr function in our software. In the previous tutorial, we tried to see about filtering method, and filtering method is use filter function use only the observation or the row, but the select function only worked on what on the column one. So let's start our business by selecting a particular variable or column headings. And our data is WHO or World Health Organization data, which is deal about TB or tuberculosis for different countries starting from 1980 up to 2030. So this is my data, and you can get this data from my previous tutorial regarding to filtering data manipulation technique. So even I will put this data as well as a code in the description box. So let's select the data on the base of country and this variable name. So select is the function that helps us to select from our data, and who is our data name. So if you specify country and new SN or this variable, so only the two variable display to the R software. Yeah, but this I think this too much. So let's make this one. Let's make this one. Yeah, let's view on this one. So it's only selected on what country and this basis. So the remaining thing will be, or the remaining thing will not be selected. The other way, for example, if you want to remove or to discard particular column and headings or the variables, so you have to use the sign. Here is you have to the sign symbol. For example, here is a select function, then who is our data name, then followed by minus means it's removed from the data or from remove from the who data. So do this one, then let's see our data. So as you see, the original one, this one, but after discarding of country and or new SNM0 for that variable, so we'll get this kind of information. Yeah, so country is not displayed here. Let's continue. For example, if you want to save the discarded data, that means you remove the country and this variable from the original data. Then, if you want to save that particular data, just do or assign this into this data or into D, or you can give anything that you want. So, if you type D, let's say instead of observing, it's better to say it's view D. So by this way, again, the country as well as that parameter is difficult to naming. Yeah, this is removed from the original data. The other option, for example, if you are interested in selecting between two variables, for example, if you want to select the variables that found between a country and between this new SCP N014, so it will select on the base of this criteria. So even the country as well as the new underscore SP underscore N04 will be displayed in our data. So let's add here is view. View it is helping to just to see. Yeah, as you can see, the original data was this one. Here is country, and I tell to R to select the variables between what country and this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 column. Yeah, this is 5 column. So again, you can manipulate your data by this way. And moreover, for example, if you are interested to select particular variable, or let's say to select some string, so for example, in the column of your heading, for example, if it is new or if it is SCP, so on the basis of this one, you can select. For example, Here is the select function, who is our data name, and start with. Start with means the variable that start with new. Yeah, start with new. So it's only selected the column and headings starts with what? With new. So if you do this, the country, the year, anything that are not started with new will not be what displayed into now R. So let's this one. So as you can see here, it started with what? With a new, again with new. So those parameters started with new are displayed over here. But if you see the original one, it started with a country is followed by this one. But all these things or things that are not started with new are what? Removed or not selected. Yeah. So that's this. Yeah. Let's continue our tasks and again let's select variable that ends with y. So do the same way, select then followed by data name, then you have to use a function end with. In order to select with to start, you have to use start with. Here is the variable that if you want to select variable that ends with y. For example, country is end with what? Y. So I expect this one. Then let's add here is the view to see. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's only the column and heading that ends with y is only what? Only it is a country. So by this way again, you can manipulate or you select a particular data. And again, if you, for example, if you want to select the column and heading that contains a letter C, for example, here is letter C. So if you want to do that, you have to use a function. Again, here is contains. Any column and heading that contains the letter C will be selected. So let's do here is view, then this, and let's add one more. Yeah. Again, is the variable that contains C is only again is a country. Yeah. For example, let's say instead of C, let's say E. Oh, there are a number of column headings. For example, in the year there is E, here is E, here is E. Yeah, new since there is new in all, you can make it this way. For example, let's say Z. Z. No. Yeah, there is no column that starts or ends, or there is no column that contains of what? Z variable, the letter Z. So by this way you can perform. And lastly, for example, if you want to select only numeric variables, sometimes data may contain non-numeric things like letter variety or gender, yeah, or marital status. So in your data, if you want to select only the numeric part, you have to use a function select if, and you have to indicate here is your data name, then followed by what is numeric. So yeah, I'm telling to R to select from my data only what the numeric if it is present. So you can do in this way. So it only selects the columns that contains, yeah, the columns that contains numeric value. So here is there is no year, there is no country, there is no some letters like let's see the original, yeah, ISO 2, ISO 3, and country are discarded from or not selected from the original data. So by this way you can compute the dplyr verb select function. So in the next, I will come up with mutate and other data manipulation techniques. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and provide your valuable suggestion and comment to my channel. Thank you for watching. Have a nice time.